Welcome to another Prem Talk episode with Nino and Sid on Nino Sports Network. You already know the greatest, the undisputed, the champ. Nino, you already know in the building. But today, it's all about this man, my broadcast partner. What's up, Sid? How you doing?
What it is and what it do. You already know how I'm feeling, man. It's your boy AFC Sid back in the building, ready to do this because I'm excited. I'm excited. Crunky said so. I don't like them, man, but let's see. Let's see, man. It's an exciting start.
Got Palace and Arsenal review, and we have preview of the fixtures of this weekend. Unfortunately, Arsenal already played this weekend. And their Amazon Prime videos are out too, guys. If you haven't watched Comedy Central yet, but let's get to it. Sid, I'm gonna let you take the wheel of your team today.
All right, all right, all right. So today we had Crystal Palace, man, and it was an exciting match. Everybody, the buildup was, we're gonna get smashed again, we're gonna get bullied again, but honestly, the new signings made a difference. The new signings,
Of
and I say new
course.
signings like William Saliba is basically a new signing because it is what it is, man. He came in and changed the back line. He forced Ben White out to the right. You know what I mean? Like basically, that's basically where he's gonna get game time because Tomiyasu is injury prone, and so. It was brilliant to see him on the ball, off the ball, putting Zaha in his pocket, doing that nasty little slide tackle on him. That was pretty funny. But it was nice to see that they had some grit to them today, some fight. It wasn't like the last time we went to Selhurst and we just got rolled over, steamrolled, and it was 3-0, bullying us, pushing us off the ball. Like it was bad. It was bad the last
Yeah, I
time we
remember
went there.
that.
So it was nice to see a complete 180, you know what I mean? And just be able to come to their home, hold the pressure, even when we weren't playing well, because we had spells where we were just playing like crap.
Mhm.
Eze had a chance, Ramsdale save. There was a chance in the first half with a header, but Ramsdale save, like I feel like the team's firing on all cylinders. The new signings got everybody fired up. And I feel like they're making the difference, man. They're really making the difference, Martinelli firing, scoring a nice little header, right place, right time. Zinchenko was fucking brilliant, bro. Zinchenko in the first half, those
Yeah,
first
no,
20
I
minutes, those first 20
don't
minutes,
know
we
what
blew him out the
happened.
water. We blew him
What
out the
happened to
water.
Palace defense in that play, but that shit was like split settings. Like it was like,
The
we're just gonna
movement, it
ball
was it
watch.
was the
Literally
movement.
ball watched.
Jesus movement is was
Mhm.
dragging them everywhere, and they just couldn't cope with it. They couldn't cope with Jesus popping up in the middle. I mean, and when they did, he would just pop it right out to the outside, and somebody was open. So it
Of
was
course.
it was brilliantly done for the first 20 minutes, and then we kind of relaxed, let them back into the game. They got a few chances in the first half.
Yeah.
Come out the second half, excuse me, and basically they were all over us, man. We had to withstand pressure. That's when Eze got that chance, you know. So I think the boys played well. They could have had a few more chances. They should have scored a couple more chances. Odegaard had one wide open off a brilliant Jesus run. They just couldn't handle him today. I don't know. He was a handful. He was just a handful. 2-0.
I felt like he could have not taken that extra touch that he did, and then he would have just fucking smashed that into that, to be honest with you.
And it wasn't just only that. Like he would make the defender, he would act like he's going this way and then just go right around this way. He would go fake one way and then go right around the defender, and then you're just like, holy crap, this like the guy's pressing is Jesus is pressing is like crazy. Which it's so difficult to play around because he's coming at you and he's very agile and can stop your
Hmm.
pass. It was nice to see a striker with energy. Unfortunately, like I said, was running out of legs. But it is what it is. We got
Yeah,
our
and
got our,
Zaka.
got our players in, and I'm so happy that they're just slotting right into where we need them to be. You know what I mean? And it's improving the team, and
Hmm.
you can see it. Saka's on his
Yeah,
game. Martinelli's on his game.
Zaka was having a great game though. Like Zaka, that
Brilliant
even though
game.
it wasn't his goal, but shit, y'all
Hey,
take it, of
he
course.
did the run. He made that decision to cross the ball at that moment, and it went, and the defender stuck his head at it. So
Yeah,
and
Gorelli was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
exactly, and he was going against his goal. You know what I mean? He was like crossing back this way. So I mean, it was just the right decision. in my opinion. You know what I mean? That's pretty much all it was. It boiled down to. Um, but the team did brilliant. Hats off to all of them. William Saliba, man of the match. My boy clapping it up right there. Um, I just can't find enough what's it called, accolades or adjectives or any way to
Hmm.
describe this kid because he just has so many superlatives to describe him. So hats off to the boys today, man. Great first start to the season, better than
Of
last year.
course,
Bring the fans, fire them up. Fucking let's get the season rolling on a good start rather than a shitty
of
start like we did
course.
last time.
Yeah, I remember last year that shit was like fantasy, bro, at
It
its
really was.
finest.
But then you remember what happened after that?
Yeah, I remember really well.
You went on a 3 game losing streak, and we went on a 3 game winning streak, and the table flips.
Hmm.
Yeah. So let's not get carried away because it can happen to us too. All right, we're bottle jobs as well. So
Let's get to it to the
let's get to
preview.
this
So we're gonna
fixtures, man, because we got a lot of good ones coming up, man. So,
Spurs
but it
gonna
was
be,
brilliant
of
from the boys.
course.
Well done, Arsenal. Yes, COYG boys. All right.
Spurs coming up, of course, gonna be Tottenham and Southampton. So how I'm gonna feel about this game? I feel very optimistic as far as like we should beat this team. Like we should. Like there's no we can. If we can, no, we should beat Southampton. There's no
Has to be a
excuse to
landslide.
this.
It has to be a landslide.
I would say I would say a 3-0 defeat, and I'm gonna go with my projected lineup because of the fact that like how he's gonna see how we're gonna see for the first game. I feel like he's gonna go with almost the same exact team from last year. So of course I'm gonna start with the 3-4-3. We're gonna go with Sanchez. We're gonna go with Dyer in the middle, and I see Langnick getting the start though at that left side. And I see, of course, Emerson Royale, and I see either it's gonna be either Reguilon or it's gonna be Doherty, unless it's gonna really put
Hmm.
unless he puts Sessegnon, because I can see Sessegnon too. Maybe Sessegnon will get the start.
Okay.
Then, of course, your four, you're
Need that
gonna put,
energy and stuff like that in the game.
of course, you got Son, and you have Son and Kuleveski, and then you have, of course, I see he's gonna put Wings. No, not Wings. I'm sorry, my bad, guys. Oops. Um, Hoiberg and Bengator for sure. He'll get the knob because I was hearing Basuma still has a little bit of injury. I don't think he's gonna force him. Winks is out. On top of that, I don't see Lo Celso getting into this team no matter what. I don't see Dembele getting into this team. And of course, your striker Kane. There's no Richarlison on top of that. We're not gonna have him. He's suspended for what happened last year with the whole Flair situation.
Gotcha.
But this lineup, no matter what, should be able to win this game. So again, 10 out of 11 starters from last season will get the knob at least from tomorrow for sure.
Okay.
But I had 3-0. That's all I have. If it's
I
more,
say I say
I'll
four.
take it. Okay.
Now you guys are gonna come out firing. You guys could easily score 2 goals in each half. So
Yeah, that's true.
four,
Let's
four
get
nil.
on to the 7:30 in the morning game. We're gonna have Fulham and Liverpool. They're gonna put them in split settings for
Oh
sure.
yeah, that's definitely a 4-5 niller.
Yeah, I don't see Fulham
Despite
doing
it being
anything.
at Crane's Cottage, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah,
I
no,
see nothing but a landslide.
yeah. We're gonna go from a landslide now to a very boring match. I see a draw out of this. Villa and Bournemouth. You think I know for sure Bournemouth is gonna try to come up firing in the first 10, 15 minutes because they're back in the Premier League, but they're not gonna do anything. They're not gonna do anything fancy. I can see either 0-0 or 1-0 to Villa.
Hmm, let me see here. Let me see what they got for strikers. Yeah, Solanke.
I don't like Solanke, man. I think he's overrated.
Eh, they got this Jamal Locat. Um, Jaden Anthony, Christian Sadie. They got Tavernier at right back.
Yeah, Tavernier when he went to I forgot he did went to Bournemouth.
But
But I can see a 1-0. I can see because of course they're playing Villa's playing away, so I can see them
I can
Ollie
see I
Watkins
can see
getting
it
a
going
goal.
1-0 either way. You get me? So like if Villa can withstand the first 15 minutes of all that pressure from the fans and the first day of the Premier League, first day coming up, all that shit, if they can withstand that pressure, they can easily
Hmm.
win that game 1-0 naked at the end.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. Maybe two. Because they got people that could hurt them, man. They still got Coutinho, they got
Hmm.
Ramsey in the midfield with Coutinho.
And
Um,
they got
um, uh,
Leon Bailey,
Bailey, they've got who they got up front? What's this guy's name?
Ollie Watkins.
Watkins. So they got some firepower. So it's not like they're a rollover team. So
And you know now that Ollie Watkins wants to be playing now 100% because he wants to make that England team for sure. So I can see that
I'm
happening
telling you, you're
too.
gonna see a lot of players playing out of their skin, man.
They have to now, especially now we're a World Cup season, and this is going to be the first time for a lot of players. They have to prove themselves in the fucking beginning of the year because we have a World Cup in November. So
It's
yeah,
it is
it's
you have to prove yourself. This is the year to do it. So you're gonna see a
mhm,
lot of players jumping out their skin, like Jesus, for example, and you know what I mean. Like today, well, from what I saw, the way he just was pressing people, it was out of his skin. It was out of his skin. Saliba, Rolls Royce, he's getting into that France squad. You know what I mean? Like
mhm,
so, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Their players are have their mind on that World Cup. We'll see how they come back from that World Cup is the real question.
yeah.
See if they play with the same
Now
intensity.
now we're gonna move on to the Jesse Marsh American Army leads going up against Wolves. I'm sorry, guys. I had to do my American persona. I had to. Come on. I I have Leeds winning to the good. I don't see Wolves doing anything to be honest with you. And of course, you know I'm gonna feel about their
So,
new
okay,
signing.
this could go either two ways. It could either be a draw or Leeds could just come out and do a rampage.
Yeah, because like
They're very
look at
they're
it.
a
They
very
have
good counter-attacking team. Is Bamford back?
yeah, Bedford's that's another striker that wants to be playing right now good because the
So
World Cup year coming up too, and he can
you
play.
never know.
And now they're going to be relying more on Jack Harrison to be playing up front because you're going to have Harrison. You have Rodrigo came back. I thought he was going to be gone, to be honest with
Rodrigo's
you.
back.
But yeah, that's what I was like. I don't think Leeds will go down. Like I think Leeds will be perfectly fine, almost mid table, like fighting for mid table.
I
I
mean,
don't see them going
if they
down.
do go down, it's the only person to blame is Jesse Marsh.
Yeah, and I don't think Jesse Marsh would it would mess up. Unfortunately, he didn't get enough time at Leipzig, but
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we'll see,
it
man.
is
He
what it
gets a
is at
chance
that
here.
point.
So he's got I think it'll go either two ways. It'll be either be a draw or Leeds will smash them.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see Wolves winning this game at all. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Now they got all these random ass Portuguese players like we never even heard of anymore. Like you still got, of
I
course, you got
mean,
your Ruben Neves and
granted, good
Maldini.
for good for the Portuguese, players, you know what I mean? That's good for them. They get aligned to the Premier League. They could have a path. So it is what it is, man. I mean,
Yeah,
but let's
but
go to Newcastle and Nottingham Forest. The new
let's
guys.
go. I got Forest winning this
The
game too.
one the one that's got the most hype around them. You know what I mean?
I've
Forest.
been really hyping. I've been really hyping Nottingham Forest this whole summer. Like I would take that. Of course, I'm gonna say that because they made some impressive signings this offseason. And like again, they have a young squad
Go to
too. So
Newcastle.
they're gonna be very hungry to try to beat this team for sure.
Yeah, but
They got
Newcastle
that's
of
true.
course, dog. Joelinton in the midfield has changed them a lot.
And Joseph Willick is going to try to prove himself because he's going to try to get into the England team too because it's the World Cup year as well. And St. Maximan wants to get into the World Cup too. And
St. Maximin
Colin
is
Wilson,
fucking
speaking of another striker for England, we have Colin Wilson wants to prove himself that now like that he wants to get into the England team too. That's three strikers we literally just mentioned that wants to get into these England team for the
so
World Cup, especially now that
imagine
they add
games are gonna be intense because those strikers
and
want to
now
perform.
and remember, now you have 26 players coming into the World Cup team too. So of course, like those strikers want to prove themselves to get into the England team.
100%, man. I totally agree with you.
And you
100%.
have a keeper there too,
This is
Nick
the
Pope.
time. This is your time.
Mhm.
You
Nick
have
Pope
to
wants to get into this team too, because you have to deal now with Dean Henderson, you have to deal with Ramsdale, and you have to deal with fucking Pickford. So that's another player that to watch out too.
definitely, definitely. But I'm saying like yeah, Henderson, Jordan, we were talking about him, yeah. But
Oh, speaking of, it's gonna be Hendo versus Pope, I think.
mhm.
Yeah, they're the two peak keepers basically we just talked about. They're gonna be fighting each other, trying to make the England team. Because I know for sure Ramsdale's gonna get it, Pickford's gonna get it. Unfortunately, Pickford shouldn't be
Mhm.
getting it, but
That third
he's
spot's
not popping up.
open. Yeah,
Yeah, that third spot is open for one of them. Yeah, for sure. Even with the extra team, the three players, they're not gonna take four goalkeepers to be
for sure,
realistic.
for
Let's
sure.
be dumb as
Oh,
fuck.
definitely. That they gotta think about that, you know.
Mhm. And moving on to that last Saturday game, we got Everton and we got Chelsea. As reported today, he has been injured, but now it's confirmed he's going to be out for 6 weeks. Kevin Lewis, another striker that's supposed to be
Wow,
proving himself to make this England team. So I don't think Southgate will be looking at him
wow,
after, to
dude.
be honest with you.
No, man, that's it.
And you did not replace Richarlison for another striker. So on top of that, they're already in a hellhole as it is. So you're gonna be having basically Deli Ali playing a false nine and you know how that's gonna
And
work.
the striker market right now isn't very good.
No
Very good.
striker FC, no striker FC, bro. That shit like Malcolm in the middle.
You're gonna have to promote a youngster.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Like
bad unless they put
hopefully
Solomon
he
Rondon.
find himself a little Wayne Rooney in there.
Unless they put Solomon Rondon, which I don't think that'll be good enough. But yeah,
Bro, injury prone.
they go in to go get Dwight McNeil over another striker, bro. That's crazy.
Yo, just go to the championship, pick the second striker on the top goal scoring list and have him have a go. Seriously.
Yeah, this is why I have him
That's
going
on some
down, bro.
FIFA settings, fam. Like, like that's what I used to do when I used to do my careers and shit. I would go to the fucking championship, see who has the highest scoring goals and pick him out and give him a
Mhm.
go. He'll be my off the bench striker.
As long as they're young,
Killing it.
yeah, and then
Like his heading stats would be like fucking 80, 89 or some shit. Like something nasty. And you could just lob it to him. He just do some bullshit.
that's true. Moving on to the Sunday games, we have Leicester and we have Brentford. Leicester just lost Casper Schmeichel, by the way,
We'll see, man.
to Nice, to Nice, yeah, whatever.
Yes. Yeah, in the French league,
I don't know. They really did not strengthen. They still got a whole August, of course, to try to strengthen the team, but they really haven't really strengthened the team. So I have Brentford winning this game 2-1. To be honest with you,
Brentford.
yeah.
Yeah, Brentford.
No,
I would say yes, because you know their strikers when they get informed, they can harm you, and they play better away from home. To be honest,
and another player that wants to prove himself. Another striker that wants to prove himself to make it to this England team is freaking Ivan Tony. So you already know he wants to make the England team as well, and he's capable to make the England.
he's got the features that they look for. Tall,
Of
strong,
course,
fast on the ball, can head it, kick it, got a good penalty.
although Brentford did make a little bit of a strength in the squad, though they did get Aaron Hickey. That was a very good signing. You guys were linked for him for a while. On top of that, too, and he ended up going to them. Like I was very surprised on that.
Yeah, but honestly, he was just an out and out defensive back. So we rather use Zinchenko that's more versatile, that can go into the
Yeah,
middle, that can play left back as well. And as you saw today, the inverted left back where he just kind of he'll run the line and then kind of
hmm
tuck in and then come up and play like a midfielder
exactly.
when we're
Speak,
attacking. So it's it was a much better move to go for Zinchenko. It was a much smarter move because
of course, 100%. You have a
Zinchenko,
Premier League proven
Premier League
player that,
proven champion of the Premier League, mentality wise, he'll teach the youngsters that mentality, and
of course,
and he's
hundred
quality.
percent.
He's just a quality player.
And that's what you need nowadays. You need quality now. You need quality to, and especially in this division, you need quality. They
Players
don't
that
have
can
any
just fit right
quality.
into your squad, like not players that have to like, oh, they need a couple months to, settle in. No, none of that shit.
No,
We need a player that can come in and be like, all right, do the job, bang on.
not even. Yeah,
You know?
I think that shit about getting settled in now to teams, it's dead because of the fact that now you have to prove yourself right off the start because of the fact
You
that
have
they're
to hit the
getting
ground
these.
running.
You
You
know how these
have to
fucking
hit the
fans
ground
are.
running. There's no option.
You know how these fans are. They will fucking turn on
Not
you,
only that, you have
and
another
it's
player.
very hard to get them back.
Nipping at your heels, ready to take your spot. So it is what it
Hmm.
is. You have to fight for your
Exactly.
jersey. You have to fight for
Speaking
your
of,
jersey, and it's good to have that in the team. Because now Kieran Tierney's like, fuck, if I get injured, I'm fucked. Zinchenko's right there waiting, and he's gonna sit me for however
but
long
he's not gonna sit
until
though. He's gonna be playing
he gets
CM
hurt or has a bad run,
or place
which will be barely.
because
Because
they'll probably play CM too though.
well, he could play CM, like, or
Hmm.
yeah, he would. That's the only way. Or if a midfielder gets injured and Zinchenko has to play midfield, then
Exactly.
so it is what it is.
Speaking of unorganized crime,
Unorganized
Manchester
crime.
United, Manchester United versus Brighton. I don't know about this game. I think United should win this game 2-0, but I'm not 100% sure because of what happened with the whole thing with Ten
Yeah,
Hag
I
this
don't know.
weekend.
I don't know who their striker is gonna be because Martial's injured.
Again,
Unfortunately,
that's
and he was having a brilliant preseason.
I know, bro. Like I was like honestly, as much as I hate to say it, I was waiting for that.
I mean,
I was
I
finally
actually
waiting
wanted
to
him to be
see.
at Man U because
That's what I'm
he deserves a
saying.
chance,
It, it's like it's finally his time to shine. Like literally, I was like, that's the one thing I was waiting for him to come back with a brand new manager who likes young players.
Most definitely. Most definitely. He deserves his
And
chance at that club. That club kind of did
mhm,
him dirty a little bit with Cavani and the whole Ronaldo shit. Like it was just like they just bought other strikers. He just
that
bought.
that that I want to see how they're gonna do with this though, with this kid though, Alejandro Granacho. Like
We'll see, man.
that
It's like
kid,
an Ajax system now, so we'll see.
yeah,
We'll see.
which is good. You know, you need that too, especially for that club
I mean, it's
that's
totally
weak.
different because remember Louis Van Gaal tried that shit and that shit didn't work. So we'll see. We'll see
Yeah,
how
but
Ten
unfortunately, he was
Hag.
outdated tactics, though. His outdated tactics. But you know, Ten Hag's not outdated. He's still young. So,
Right, exactly. He's
but
open to
Brian, don't sleep on Brian either, though. Brian is not
no
that bad either.
Brian are gonna do what Brian have been doing because it's Graham fucking Potter. Potter's a
Yeah,
G.
they still, of course,
G
they
Potter,
did
son.
lose. You did lose Cucurella, and you did lose Basuma, but I think the team should be perfect. It should be okay. They still got Lapati. They still got Welbeck. They still got Tassar. They still got your boy Neo Mopai.
Fuck that guy.
I think he's I think he's the best player on Arsenal. He would be the best player there. But you know,
That guy, man. That guy should
Alexis,
stay with the Seagulls.
Alexis, Alexis McAllister, who's gonna try to prove to get into the fucking Argentinian team for sure. Because Garnacho already was training with the Argentinian national team, so for sure they think Garnacho's gonna be the future. And him and Julian Alvarez.
Got
Which what's your prediction? Yeah, 2-0 to the United before we move on to the other Argentinian player I want to talk about.
you. I don't know, man. I see a Man United win, obviously.
I don't see him losing this game though. Yeah, I don't see him losing at all.
Yeah, Man United win, it's just like
They're at Old Trafford too, so of course they're gonna try to
they're
get
at
the
Old
crowd in
Trafford. They
that.
got the crowd behind them. I just can't see them losing. I can't see them losing
No.
the game. Can't see them losing. And they shouldn't. If they lose, they should be ashamed of themselves.
Hmm.
But
And speaking of the other Manchester team, the champions of the Premier League, we got them playing against West Ham away.
I see a Manchester City win 2-1.
I want to see what's going to happen. Who's going to play up top? Of course, it's going to be Holland, but I want to see if they're going to put. Supposedly, I was also hearing that they could put Julian Alvarez together. They're trying to do all that shit, but
Yeah,
I'm not
go
a
for it
hundred
too.
percent sure. Would love to
But I
see
mean,
that too.
honestly, him coming off the wing was actually pretty nice. Like,
Who Holland?
Alvarez.
Alvarez can play wing too. Yes, I was going to mention. I forgot. It was Alvarez. He can play the wing, and he's really good at the wing too. and he can score goals.
Honestly, yeah, his goal came off the wing the last time,
Bro,
last
it's
preseason game.
crazy that I didn't think they were gonna get Holland. I thought the whole purpose was to stick Gabriel Jesus and key and play Alvarez. I did
Mm.
not expect though. Did not
Yeah, but
expect that.
once they get a Holland firing, man, I'm sorry, bro. Then you never
But
know,
that's a
bro.
yeah,
Maybe he could
that's true.
snap this game and just we're just waiting for that moment for him to snap because it's
I
coming.
would like to see Cole Palmer get more minutes soon throughout the whole season, though, because Cole Palmer has proven when he's been given the chance, he can score. That's another thing. That's like a slap to the face, bro.
Right.
yo, I can play too. Come on, Pep. You put Foden. It's my turn.
But yeah, man, like I can't see him. I can't see him losing.
Damn, bro. But City's fucking stacked, bro. Like, it's crazy how they're
Told
stacked
you they got
again,
two
bro.
teams, man. They got two teams. They can sell players and then just gain more, and it's the team
Bro,
is
Calvin Phillips and Rodri and
even though fucking De
Bernardo
Bruyne is
Silva.
fat.
Yeah, but I still got Calvin Phillips, the fucking workhorse, bro.
I mean, that's the replacement of
He,
Fernandinho.
Yeah, which is better because you have a younger workhorse, I would say. Because Calvin Phillips on the ball and off the ball, oh my God, he's a
The
fighter,
one that
bro.
needs a big season right now, he needs to have a big fuck season is Jack Grealish.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
needs
because
to
a
have a
lot of people are
big
already
season.
saying that he's not getting settled into this team and it's not working out. And I'm
Because
Mourinho.
he's a dribbler, and Pep likes that tiki taka shit. So he's gonna be trying to dribble, and then Pep don't want that shit. So
And I really expect a big season out of Grealish, bro, because I really would like to see Grealish succeed at City, bro. I like Jack Grealish.
and
I
everybody loves
do.
Jack Grealish, bro. If you hate Jack Grealish, you don't like football, you don't like having fun, you don't like your life.
Mhm. That's what he
You're
did
just
at Villa for the
bitter.
first.
If you don't like
What he
Jack
did at
Grealish,
Villa
man, Jack Grealish is the
is
shit.
what he did at Villa, bro, carry a team by himself, bro, it's fucking insane. So I really have high potential with Jack Grealish.
Yeah, man. Jack Grealish is amazing, bro. Amazing person, amazing footballer, bro. If you don't like
Hmm.
Jack Grealish, man, you know where you could go.
Anyways, guys, that is all we wrote for today because there's all the fixtures we have for this weekend because there's no Monday night football because we have to have a Friday game. No offense to y'all, but I'd
Hey,
rather have a
man.
Monday night game.
Get it on, get it in, get it done, get it over with, player. 2, 3 points in the bag. Let's ride. Clean sheet.
We're
Two.
next, favor. We're gonna get them. We're gonna get them
All
next. We're
right, bro.
next.
Let's see it, bro. Let's go, man. I can sit back, kick back, enjoy my weekend, sip my coffee, and watch everybody lose or win. It's all good.
Before I do sign off, I want to say, I'm Tottenham till I die. That's all I gotta say.
All right, man. Gunners for life. Let's go, baby. All
We'll
right,
see you
man.
guys
Let's
back
keep
on
it on the
Monday
road.
with the weekend roundup. So this is Nino. I'm out. This is my boy Sid. You already
AFC
know.
Sid. We out here, baby.